served the school and community in every possible way over just about every one of those years. He has been loyal to the mission of the school and a supporter of the Catholic teachings instilled in all of our students. John has 6 children who have graduated from St. Michael's, all of whom have subsequently graduated from nationally recognized Catholic universities. John has watched as this city has developed from a small town in Texas to a large city known for its economic, technological, and academic growth. During that time, he has been a civic leader in Austin and a cherished figure in his family and company, SACEM Incorporated. His time as president at SACEM has continued the company's legacy and brought the chemical science firm to new heights, now operating in North America, Europe, and Asia, totaling over 30 countries. John has enjoyed tremendous success in business, but is perhaps best known for his generosity, integrity, and caring nature, and we have been fortunate to have him as a member of our Crusader family. Please join me in welcoming Mr. John Mooney to the stage as he shares his advice with his graduates.
Thank you, Dr. Dolan. What a fine job you're doing at St. Michael's Catholic Academy. The credentials that have been earned by the class of 2015 and beyond are quite impressive. It's been a fine year. Let me congratulate the outstanding faculty we have here at St. Michael's. Teaching has elements of learning as well as giving, and giving and receiving. You have proven to be an exceptional faculty. And a big hurrah to you parents. Your report card is about to be delivered as you launch your son or daughter onto their path in life. You'll be fine, they'll be fine. Kay and I have been given the gift of by having Molly, Sean, Sarah, Tim, Brian, Annie, and even our daughter-in-law, Allison, as graduates of St. Michael's. They're doing good and noble things, and we're quite proud. That being said, this is an exciting time for you graduates. Take a moment and think about this question. What is the very first memory you have in your lifetime? What's that very first memory you have in your lifetime? My first memory is vivid. I must have been about 3 years old. I was walking down the driveway and then standing in front of our home in Cleveland, Ohio, holding my father's hand, just looking at the house. I can see Dad in our house as clearly as I can see you, each of you in front of me. It's a simple, sweet video for me. Looking back now, I can imagine Dad had a more complex reflection going on in his mind when he was looking at the home. He had these circumstances in the journey of his life. His parents, my grandparents, were Irish immigrants who each worked, one as a maid, the other as a chauffeur. Grandpa died of strep throat when my dad was 13. Dad went to work selling used cars at the age of 16 to help support the family. He received a high school education and went to work immediately. Those were the timelines. He worked first as a laborer in a chemical plant, became the plant manager, then became sales manager, and then pulled together $15,000, built a reactor, and started up his own company called Mooney Chemicals. At that time, Mom and Dad had 7 children, on the way to having 14 children in a yours, mine, and ours family. So I imagine Dad was savoring the moment, was appreciating this stop in front of his new home. I can assure you that he paused and then considered that day what he was going to be doing next, and was thinking forward in the future where he was going. He was driven to make a difference in his world, and he really did. So graduates of the class of 2015, you've reached a pivotal point in your life. Your mom, your dad, will be letting go of your hand, and you'll be choosing a path to take for your future life. You're talented, you're capable, you're ready to step out and make a difference in your world. Isn't that right? So don't choose something like a West Texas highway as your path where you can see the same thing for miles and miles and miles. Choose a path that is not entirely predictable, that has hills, that has valleys, open spaces, forests, sunshine, rain, snow. After this week, the rain is off your checklist, right? And when you get on your path, don't stand still. Do look around. Stop to savor the moment occasionally. And remember 5 things. Be curious. Work well with others. Accept the downsides with the upsides. Develop your own expertise. And have courage. Let's talk briefly about each of those disciplines. Curiosity allows you to get off the path and learn things that will serve you well later. In my early business life working at Mooney Chemicals, we used metals to make specialty chemicals. I decided to visit several times into Africa, going into the Congo, into Zambia, South Africa, to visit mines, meet people, learn about refining, and other such things. It became the foundation of our business advantage for years to come. With our second company, Saychem, which is located here in Austin, Kay and I moved to China for 1 year to learn about the risks and opportunities of building a plant there, which we ended up doing. It's the foundation of our business in Asia. Take the time to visit places, explore topics, and imagine the future. The exploration will enrich your life. Next, working well with others is a necessity in all you do in the future. I went to a Jesuit high school in Cleveland, Ohio called St. Ignatius, and recently asked the president to describe the profile of alumni who were both successful and generous. He said that many fit that profile, but the greatest number came from the B students in school. He said they were smart enough to succeed and wise enough to realize they need other people's help along the way. And they appreciated that. And so for each of you, work well with others. Learn to lead, learn to follow, and then you'll tap into a force multiplier that will be transformational for you. So next, as you chase the dreams, goals, and aspirations in life, downsides will be there. As mentioned, I came from a family of 14. And by the time I reached 20, I had lost a grandmother, a mother, and 2 sisters in a couple car accidents. Downsides give you context in your life. Clearly, such events are tragic, and yet they help illuminate those people, those events that bring joy and success throughout your life. So for each of you, downsides will visit your life along the way, and that's just the way it is. Next, don't be only a spectator on your path forward. Develop areas of expertise. Malcolm Gladwell's book, Outliers, proposes that it takes 10,000 hours to be an expert in any area, and my experiences certainly support that. The expert in motherhood that I know is my wife, Kay. 6 kids and easily hundreds, thousands of hours mothering our children and managing me. Call Kay on a family topic. She's an expert on almost all. So for you, choose an important area in your life's plan and dive in. Don't operate at a surface level. The Chinese philosopher Sun Yat-sen once said, "To understand is hard. Once one understands, action is easy." Make your life easy by working at it. Finally, and most importantly, have courage. Truly, courage is learning. What is uncomfortable today, whether it's dealing with challenging people, challenging goals, or situations, becomes easier and easier to manage by confronting the curse of fear and hesitation. Courage eliminates so many barriers along the way and helps you face your dreams. So as you go off on your own, choose a path that offers some unpredictability, some elements of the unknown. Be curious, work well with others, accept the downsides, develop expertise, and most of all, learn to be courageous. Here's my final wish for you, for each and every one of you. Years from now, I hope you find yourself holding the hand of a loved one, proudly looking back on your path that you've taken up to that point, and having that very same excitement that your mom, your dad have today as they see you launch off on your own. You have the chance to transform your part of the world that you touch. Make it matter. Thanks for the privilege to be here today. And I say to you, onward and upward, class of 2015.